We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Washington Wizards.
Here we go.
And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Cleveland. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Smith is the 2 with LeBron at the 3. And it's Hill in at the 1. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Wizards. Well, Greg, for 2 straight seasons before this, the Wizards have had a starting 5 that all average double figures on the year. The engine of this offense, I think, is the backcourt, but they can all hurt you, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin. Having a balanced offense like they do makes it tough for teams to prepare defensively. You can't just double or key in on Wall or Beal because they do a great job of facilitating. I think the bigger question moving forward is just going to be what will the impact of that bench be, and ultimately that's going to determine whether they can contend.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
On defense, Washington. It's a 3-point game. Smith, no luck. Wizards have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And Wall kicks to Porter. On the wing, Porter. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Porter's got 5.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on.
Out to Thompson. Gortat with the steal. And good that time. He's got 7.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. On the wing, Morris. And Gortat kicks to Wall. Doris, so much talk about offense. How do you slow some of these guys down defensively? I mean, one way is to draw charges. And thinking of that, who do you think is the best at doing that these days?
You know, Kevin, it can be a lost art in the game of basketball on any number of levels. You have to be willing to absorb contact, and sometimes from guys much bigger than yourself. So some of the names that come to mind for me, Marcus Smart with the Boston Celtics, Kemba Walker, always the smallest guy on the floor, is never afraid to give up his body. From the big guys, I'd probably say Maurice Spates or DeMarcus Cousins. Both are willing to see that contact and try to gain an advantage going the other direction.
They know they're going to take a hit, and they willingly take the hit for the betterment of the team.
Right.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And the Cavs, once again, looking to will their way, Doris, to a title. Every year, the competition seems to grow fiercer.
Yes, but they seem to be a team that thrives on adversity. Think back to 2016 when they overcome that 3-1 deficit. Last season, it was the largest second-half comeback in playoff history. There's no quit in these Cavaliers.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
Wizards leading by 10. On the wing, Morris. Wall passes to Morris. The kick out to Porter. The three. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Now, here's Clarkson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Green with a screen on Porter. To the paint. Gortat with the steal. And then Porter with the jam.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
Clarkson dishes to Nance. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Marcin Gortat.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. All with it. He has 5. It's Porter outside. What a performance for Otto Porter. He has been the story for the Washington Wizards. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we... Here's Satoransky on the court for Cleveland. Green is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Clarkson in at the point guard. Oubre kicks to Mahinmi. And it's Mahinmi finishing it off.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
The other bench deflated because that was a rough sequence for the defense. They hated to give up those points, but did nothing to stop it.
Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Nance a screen. The drive by Green. The shot off that time. Wizards leading by 14. Oubre kicks to Meeks. Over to the wing. Now here's Oubre. Tight defense on him. 2 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Cavaliers trail by 14.
And a Kyrie's trade demand over the summer, a reflection of his frayed relationship with LeBron. James, with a forceful personality, it seems that may have grated on Irving.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. Baseline J on the way. Offensive rebound. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Basket counts.
And LeBron remains an outspoken leader on this Cavs team. Still interesting, though, to see whether he alters his style somewhat in light of the Kyrie situation. Perhaps leaving more to the coaches and looking to blend in more with his teammates.
Timeout.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
I think sometimes that's all it takes, right? We'll see if it helps them moving forward in this one.
He's checked in for the Cavaliers. Hill comes in for Jose Calderon. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Oubre with it, working on James. Oubre, good. Oubre's got his second basket of the game.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Doris, we're always talking about players developing their skill sets. What do you think is the hardest skill to develop as a broadcaster?
I think for me the hardest skill to learn was to learn how to relax, to have fun, to not be anything but your most authentic self, because I think the viewer picks up on it if you're forcing things, if you're trying to be another broadcaster that perhaps you like to emulate. So I'd say that was the hardest thing.
I always say broadcasting a basketball game is like a running conversation between two people because there's so much scoring and the rhythm and the flow of the game just lend itself to it.
At its best, you're 100% correct.
Down low, knocked away. And there's the pass to Satoransky. Dishes to Mahinmi. And the shot is good. Mahimi's got 5.
I'll tell you, such a tremendous rhythm to that sequence. Great player movement, great ball movement on the lead pass.
It's stolen by Mahinmi. And here we go. Washington fast break.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
The 3 from LeBron. And another miss by Cleveland. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. A different look now for Cleveland. Larry Nance is checked in for Green. Korver comes in for LeBron. And Hood subbed in for J.R. Smith. And the rejection by Mahinmi. And Hill over to help. And Meeks kicks to Satoransky. Mahinmi played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 7.
You know, after not scoring a single point in the first quarter, they're still feeding him, and he's showing his appreciation.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Now, here's Meeks. Covered by Hood. And Meeks kicks to Oubre. 2 on the clock. That one's not going to go.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup.
And so it's the Washington Wizards with a 19-point advantage heading in. Wizards leading by 19.
Well, Cavs coach Tyronn Lue grew up in the small town of Mexico, Missouri. He saw it all at a young age, good and bad.
The explosive backcourt is Wall and Beal at the 1 and 2. Morris and Gortat together down low. And it's Porter at the 3 spot. That's the route for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
And Coach Tyronn Lue credits the influence of his hometown on teaching him how to live life.
Right, Kev. He says it taught him the things to do and the things not to do in life. He was straight as an arrow during his pro career. Never once got a technical in 11 years of playing. Quite remarkable.
The drive by Smith. Can't get it to fall.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Porter with the steal. And it's Wall in the corner. Back to Porter. Shoots